gang. I'm actually the first proper full-blown lesbian on reality TV.
Okay.
How's that?
That's another high five as well.
Can I get a medal for that shit?
But, Kaylee, get the medals out.
Dish the medals out. So yeah, I've been filming with Geordie Shore for like a year and a half. Sorry, a year, just under a year and a half. Yeah. Four series filmed. That is, I think, in like maybe a week, 2 weeks. I mean, the adverts and stuff are out at the minute, so yeah, it should be coming very, very soon.
So how's that been for you? Like, because you've never done TV or anything before, Geordie Shore.
Nah.
So how was that for you to actually start kind of putting your life out there and letting people have an opinion on what it is that you do?
I think because a lot of the people that have been on Geordie Shore have all been my mates for quite a long time, so I've kind of always understood what, like, in a sense, I've always understood what happened. But then when you go in, there's like a lot of different things that happen, and you're like, oh, fucking hell. Like, this whole lockdown situation has actually suited me down to the ground, because when you're filming Geordie Shore, you're kind of like locked down a little bit. So we're not allowed to use our mobile phones, and we'll lose access to like the outside world and stuff. So it's like, this hasn't really like fazed me at all. But the whole, like, I don't know, like getting recognized and stuff, obviously because I look the way I look, I've got such a distinct look, it's hard to hide. Like, don't get me wrong, everybody's noticeable in their own way, but like, I'm like fucking double out there, do you know what I mean? So it's like, I can't hide even if I try. Kaylee, you know exactly what that means.
Kaylee knows about that, don't you?
Double out there, double D.
We can't hear you. Where you going?
Where you at?
The volume.
Oh, yeah, there's not one person complaining that we can't hear her, though.
Right, it's the first time. So, Geordie Shore, four seasons in.
Yep.
It's something that you've never done before.
Uh-huh.
You're there now. How is it? How does it feel for you now? I know you said the lockdown.
Do you know what, mate? Like, it's Geordie Shore changed my life, but like it changed it like a lot. I think a lot of people take reality TV wrong. They're like, they've got such negative like opinions and negative vibes about reality TV. But for me, it's changed my life for the best. Like, I don't really drink. Like, that's my first drink this whole lockdown. I've had one night on the drink in the whole lockdown in 12 weeks. And like, for now, like, my opinion in my head now is I'm only going to drink when I get paid to drink. Like, and that's not, like, I'm not
I like that. When I get paid to drink, I'll drink.
Yay!
I think I'll join that one with you.
Yeah, so, mate, so I thought to myself, right, so obviously, like you've mentioned, like, I've been on like a massive journey since Christmas, weight loss journey. So in order for me to accomplish what I want to accomplish, weight loss wise and fitness wise and health wise, I knocked the drink on the head, and I thought, right, I'm only going to drink when I hit filming. That's the only time I'm going to drink. So it's changed my life, but in the best possible way. Like, people notice me for all the right reasons, because I've got good manners, I'm really caring, like, I'm a massively loving person. I'm daft as a brush, but I'm like dead caring, and everyone's seeing all of the nice sides of me that they should see. And like, you get the odd person who's like, it's bollocks, there's no way it should be that nice all the time. But what you have to remember is, mate, we film 24 hours a day. It's hard to be fake for 24 hours of a day. So I'm who I am, and that's it.
Yeah, well, that's the best thing. I think everybody needs, like, with mental health, everybody needs to learn to love themselves, don't they? Because I think it's a really hard, especially in the public now, because they all think you should fit into this category, or because you've done this is who you are now. But it's not, because you're still you.
It's not a category for me. There isn't one, and I don't want one.
Exactly, it's yourself, and that's perfect.
I think when I went on Geordie Shore, I think the idea behind it was, and what I love about MTV is MTV have like, they're so happy with the range. Like, they don't just want, like, there's some TV programs, which I won't name names, which you can always guess, and you can always go, oh, they'll get on, they'll be on, and you know who them people are for that specific show. But Geordie Shore, you could never guess who's going to be on there. And what they did with me, mate, is they gave me an opportunity to be myself, but to promote who I am, not because I'm a lesbian, not because I'm anything else, but just because of who I am. And they wanted people to see who I was as a person, which is now hopefully pushed out good vibes for other lesbians. Like I said, I'm one of the only, I think I am actually the only lesbian on reality TV. So it's opened up windows for other people who,
wow, I didn't even know that either.
How's that been for you? Because you must be getting a lot of attention now. Not just attention from fans, but I mean, you're probably getting ladies throwing their knickers and bras at you.
You know what, mate?
Getting some naughty photos and stuff sent to you as well.
You know me getting stalked.
Did you know, for my first, have I done 4 series now? Oh, no, wait, I've done 3. Sorry, that's my bad. 3. I've just filmed my 3rd. That's my bad. That's my mistake. I'm miles away. Pissed. I blame the Irish Meadows. That's all I'm saying. So my first 2 series, I was in a relationship with my ex-partner, who I'd been with for a couple of months before I'd filmed my first series. So for the first 2 series, I was in a relationship. For the last series I've just filmed, fully single.
Oh, is there something to look out for then? Are we?
Let's just say I was in a competition with a lot of boys and I came out on top.
Oh, we like it.
Can't give away too much, but I never come out a loser.
Well, I'm not going to say nothing.
I'm never on the loser side when it comes to women, mate. Never.
So everybody look out, because Natalie's cleaning up on Geordie Shore. The new one coming out.
Lock up your daughters.
Forget your bets coming in. Let's see how many she's got.
Wait, I've got my eyes on one of your girls, I swear.
Wife. What happens there?
She is wifey material. We love her.
Talk a little bit about your mental health. Like, talk to us about it. Like, I know mental health is a wide spectrum.
Yeah,
so many different aspects to mental health. I mean, I've suffered with. No, I deal with. I don't suffer with, because I still wake up every day.
Battle through.
Still brush my teeth and do all the normal things. Yeah, I'm a little bit.
Still get out of bed, innit?
I'm wild, but that's my way of coping with things. But tell us about your mental health.
I would say my first experience of like really bad, where I kind of got an idea of what mental health was when I was probably about maybe 21, 22. I was in a really bad relationship when I was younger, and like things just weren't okay with us. Like we were constantly arguing, bickering, fighting on, blah blah. And I ended up trying to kill myself when I was like 21, 22. I took an overdose. I campaigned for a mental health charity called Get Fit for Mental Wellness, and I just did a live chat with them a couple of days ago. It was last week for Mental Health Awareness Week, and we talked a lot about it. And like I tried to take an overdose when I was like 21, 22, and I now have a heart defect. So I've actually got an irregular heartbeat, so I'm supposed to take tablets for it. But to be honest, because I'm so fit and healthy now, I've come off them because I'm relying on my own health and my own mind to make myself better.
Yeah.
Which is where CBD comes in. Oh, that stuff changed my life. But so I just started to like massively go downhill. I didn't really know what was going on. Like it wasn't even a thing to me. Like an illness was something that you could physically see or physically feel, but I didn't know what it was. And I was just on this massive downhill slope, and then tried to kill myself. My mum found us. I was great, and my heart had stopped beating. I was resuscitated by the paramedics on the scene, rushed to hospital, and they managed to bring us back to life. And when my mum found us, my mum said, "You were gone. Like I was dead." And then when I came back round, I kind of like I just didn't know what was going on. Like I didn't know who I was. I was so lost, and like felt like I was having to like rebuild. I felt like a baby again. Like I didn't know how I was supposed to behave, or like whether I was supposed to be happy or sad about the fact that I'd done it, and I felt like I had to recreate myself. So obviously I got better. I went back to work and whatever, but then I've always had this thing in the back of my mind, even to this day, where I know I'm not okay. So I'll go out and I'll run, but that's only been, I would say my mental health now, in comparison to what it was just before Christmas, is like top form. I've managed to gain control, but not to the point where it's gone, just to the point that I now have tools in my toolbox to be able to like kind of pass it off a little bit. Which, like I said, is where CBD has come in for me, like massively. Like I'm a very routine person. So if I get my mind into something, I become religious about it. So I started taking CBD. I work with a company called Supreme CBD, which if you don't mind, I'll send you like a link and stuff, and you're just gonna have a look yourselves. But
I work with them on the site and everything.
Honestly, they've sent us like vapes, gummies, which I'm obsessed with because they're vegan. Because I've recently I turned vegetarian at Christmas, so the vegan gummies, like I've made so many life changes to try and redevelop myself to make my mind better, to make my body better, to then essentially just be all around better.
I wanted to ask because it's something that I've asked myself. Do you think mental health problems can relate to laziness? That if we're not active and we're not trying to better ourselves, that we're going to create mental health issues within ourselves because we're never going to be able to fully appreciate ourselves because we're not vibrating on the highest level that we can vibrate on. So, like, do you think that the moment you became more active because you've been through a massive transformation, like physically, like you're saying, which has helped you mentally as well? So do you think that actually being more active and actually facing it has helped more than what the medication, so to speak?
Yeah. I think for me, like I've got a lot of friends that suffer from like bad mental health, and they're like, some are medicated, some will do what I do and they'll follow and they'll get fit and they'll eat healthier, or some will depend on their friends. I think mental health is such a vast, I suppose problem, to be honest. It's such a vast thing. It's so huge that you can never narrow it down to one thing, but I think it depends on the person as to how best to deal with it. But for me personally, like, I rely on two things. I rely on my eating and my fitness, because that mentally is my religion. That is my routine, and that is what has developed me and is what has moved me on, because I'm now thinking about my next meal or my next run or my next weight session rather than when my next anxiety or panic attack's going to be. And then if the training or whatever doesn't help us, then I'm like, I know who my friends are, and my family and me are like that, like tight. So I know that if that doesn't help, I've got my other support system. But I just think it just depends on the person. I think it, like, if you know what best fits you, like, I know that going for a run, like, I had a panic attack 2 days ago and I literally couldn't breathe. My dad was like, what the, like, am I all right swearing?
Yeah, you're all right.
The watershed. We go
I'm just getting the comments up as well, so that we can get what the guys are saying on Instagram and things up as well. Who's actually one last question? So if anybody has any questions for Natalie, guys, just jump up and or any.
That's what, literally 2-3 days ago, I had a panic attack. Right, I was sat in my bedroom. And I was like, palpitations, couldn't breathe. And I'm like, I'm not even ashamed to admit it. So I put my head between my legs, couldn't calm myself down. So I started getting ready, put my gym stuff on, put my trainers on, laced my trainers up, couldn't breathe. I was literally ready to pass out. My dad was like, what the fuck? Like, what? So he was, Jack, my mum come running up. My mum was like, put your head out. I was like, it's fucking not working. Tie me shoelaces as I couldn't fucking breathe. And I literally just sprinted down the stairs and sprinted out the door, and I ran 5K. And I just ran until I felt like I was going to fucking deck it. And then at the end of it,
I ran 5K.
But this is the thing, though.
You ran 5K, I'd have nowhere to look, but
this is the thing that I find as well. Like, we sometimes feel things. We're told it's a certain thing that we're feeling. But like you just said, you was having a panic attack, something where you're thinking you can't breathe. But realistically, how it seemed is you just had a burst of energy and you needed to expel that energy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
but because I know myself so well and I understand what it is that's happening. This is the thing. People don't take enough time to understand what it is that's going on with themselves. So people are so manic and so, oh, I need to do the washing, or I need to do the fucking tea, or I need to go shopping, or I need to go and walk the dogs, or I need to do this fucking file for work, or blah, 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 bollocks, that they don't take time. This is what I love about this isolation, right? It's opening up so many people's minds to themselves that they've forgot about. People forget about themselves because they're so concerned about everyone else, the moms, the dads, but like, because you can't even focus on your own parents if you don't live with them, or you can't focus on your own mates because you can't see them, you're not allowed to physically touch them or spend any time with them, you're focusing solely on yourself. So you're becoming more understanding of who you are. And now I've got so much more of an understanding of who I am and how to control my own fears, my own uncertainties, that I now know how to deal with them.
Yeah.
So we know that you went for a run the other day when you was feeling anxious.
Yeah.
But is there a specific thing that you do if you're feeling anxious, or is that the first time that you've actually ran when you felt like that?
To be honest,
how do you calm yourself down if you're feeling anxious normally?
Not like normally. I talk to my mum a lot. I've got a proper strong bond with my mum to the point where she can read me like a book. She would sit and she could read us, like she knows what I'm like. So as soon as she come out upstairs, she was like, head between your legs, knew what to say it was straight away, just to even make us think that she knew what she was talking about. So it's kind of like she knew it wouldn't work, but she was saying something that she knew I would listen to. Does that make sense?
So like something that connects you, that's calm you.
Yeah, so it was like something that would make me tune into what she was saying. So I was like, right, okay. But then straight away I responded, whereas my dad was like, what the fuck? So I wasn't responding to anything he was saying because I could see he was panicking. So when my mum comes upstairs, she was like, put your head between your legs. Like it was chill. And I was like,
boom.
Yeah, like, not on the floor. My brother's hat fell off a lot. So it's like, it's kind of like when someone tunes into your way of thinking, because I'd already done that, I knew that she was on my wave.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like making sure that you surround yourself with people that understand your way. So I think for me, like, as long as I'm in tune with people who get me, then I'm all right. But that's like when I went for that run, that's like the 4th time I've done that, where I've gone and I thought, I need to eat, maybe like I need to eat like something like to try and like bring my sugar levels up, or bring them down, or I need to neck water. Like I'm so in tune with what I need at that time that I'm getting really good at it. Like it's actually becoming a bit of a talent, I think. I'm not gonna lie. Just fucking adding it to my list of talents, guys.
Why not?
When I'm having a fucking bad time.
I like it.
Okay, so we've got a question here from Jordan Salvi 1 from Instagram. He says, is there any side effects from CB? I think he means CB. Is there any side effects?
I mean, personally, the only I haven't noticed any side effects. I mean, the only thing that I've noticed is that I think because I'm so routine with it, I've like, this is my only thing. A lot of people say to me, it's just placebo, right? I don't believe in placebo. I think it's bullshit, because if I wanted to believe that taking my shoes off and putting them back on is going to make us feel better, like that's not the case. That's not a thing. Put my shoes on, it's not going to make us feel any better. But just because I think it still won't. So if I'm taking something and I'm, oh yeah, that's going to make me feel sound, that's not the case. With CBD, I've stuck with it for so long. In the first week, didn't notice a difference. Second week, didn't notice a difference. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th week now, I'm now on. I've noticed a difference because I've given it. This is people's problem. They're not patient. But I'm so patient with my theory and with, like, I've done my research and I'm so into it, and I really want to understand what it is that I'm doing and what it is that I'm taking. And like, I won't even take paracetamol. Me, I'm so funny. So I'm like, I proper looked into it, and I know what it is that it's going to do and how it's going to affect us, and I look for what it's going to do, and I look for what I'm going to achieve out of it. So I think people just need to, if people are going to do CBD, then make sure that you're fully into it and that you are going to give it a chance to make a difference. But I can tie my laces a different way now, and it's not going to make us feel any better, but I'm going to think it will, but it's not. Placebo is something that you think is going to make you better, but won't. CBD does. It's proven. It's a fact.
Yeah.
There's so much research. If you're into it, there is. But honestly, if anybody wants me to send them, I've literally got notes handwritten. Like, I physically handwritten notes because I'm fucking OCD as shit.
You know what we should do? We'll have to put your notes up and we'll put it on the website, so honestly, everyone can get your notes, and then you've got all your research.
I'll send people me. Do you know what's really funny, right? What's your secret to your weight loss? It's no fucking secret. I went vegetarian at Christmas.
But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it properly. Your weight loss. So I've seen the pictures. Like, look at them. You got better abs than me. I don't even get my abs out.
Hey.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Finally got a 6-pack. It used to be a Foster's.
But yeah, so tell us about your weight loss. How heavy were you before you started your weight loss, and what made you decide to take on that?
I'll start with the reason behind why I did it. So I'm like, I get a lot of messages on Instagram. Like, I don't know whether you follow me very closely, but I get a lot of messages on Instagram. Are you a boy or a girl? Right? My normal reply is, depends on what toilet's free. Because if I need to piss, mate, and I need to piss fast, I am a man. You better believe I'm going to the men's cubicle. You better fucking believe I will be hitting that man's toilets no matter what. But when it comes to my weight loss, like, I used to get a couple of comments, why do you always wear baggy clothes? You're a woman, why do you always wear men's clothing? Never faced this. Then I seen this one clip of the second series that I filmed of Geordie Shore, and it still fucking haunts us to this day. I was in the shower, right? And me outline, I was like a fucking, oh mate, it was like that. You know them for
Orangina bottle.
I was like an oversized pear. I was
Orangina bottle.
fuming. Mate, it was horrible. I looked like a fucking minion. It was rank. You know that minion with a fat horse? I was like, I was thinking, oh no.
I want a fat horse.
Mate, nah, no. Fat though, mate. I'll send you some photos that you can happily post if it's like with that ones that I haven't yet posted, but will. Rank. I hated myself. I was disgusting. Because I used to train all the time and I was tiny, and then I just got really comfortable and really like, I don't give a fuck, but really I did. So I just thought, I woke up one day and I thought, my girlfriend, Carly Jo, was like, who I'm now, well, we split up like by the beginning of lockdown, but me and her were together, and like, she was so slim and so like dainty and cute, and I was fat, and I used to see how little she was and think, I want to look like that. So I just thought, fuck it. So I seen this fucking clip on Geordie Shore and I was like, oh my God, I'm vile. So I literally woke up one day and went, right, I'm going to go vegetarian with you. I'd watched a couple of documentaries about it, didn't like what happened with the animals and stuff, and I thought, oh, I could do that. Then I woke up this one morning and I thought, I'm going to smash this in me because I can't possibly look like that ever again. So I started hitting my diet plan mega, mega hard. Got involved with this company called Muscle Food, Do the Unthinkable. It's the Do the Unthinkable Challenge, and eating 3 square meals a day, 2 snacks in between, and I was 1.5 stone down within 4 weeks, and I'm now 4 stone down in 3 months.
4 stone in 3 months.
Congratulations.
Bear with this. So I went from 12.5, yeah, like just shy of 4 stone in like 3 months.
So that's 56 pounds.
Mad, isn't it?
Right?
But it's not amazing, sorry, that's dedication and hard work. I give you credit.
I've worked my arse off, work my arse off.
Anymore?
Like I won't even drink or anything. Like, this is the first time I've proper drank in time. Like, I'm so like dedicated to the cause.
So how's this going to affect you now tomorrow?
What's that?
How are you going to feel tomorrow when you wake up and you're like, oh shit, I drank
I'll go for a run. I'll go for a run in the morning to sort me out.
No way. You can run that in the morning.
100%, straight up.
Kaylee's like, please tell me your secret. I need to know.
You've got to drag me out of bed after I've had a drink, and you're going to have to tell us what day it is.
I'll come and drag you. I know about
that. Right. We have more comments. They're asking, do you smoke any actual like THC? Have you ever tried it, or have you?
Never in my life.
No.
No, do you know what it is, right? So I've got a lot of friends that do, and like they've suggested it, like they've suggested it bare times. But for me, like I'm so like I'm if I think something, I'll just not do it. So like I'm just not really into smoking, to be honest. So I just don't even smoke. But like for me, I don't give a fuck what other people do. But I just don't like the smell of smoke. So I don't think I can physically bring myself to do it because of the smell.
What do you think? Sorry, what would you think was better? What do you actually think personally would be better for, like, to, like, instead of going, like, everybody going out to bars and stuff, do you know how we have, like, coffee shops and obviously...
Oh, everyone would be better off smoking a joint than going out on the piss. Million times over.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I was going to come on here a little bit late because I've been infusing all my toilet roll with CBD so I can chill me off now.
You've been infusing toilet roll with CBD?
So she can chill her ass off. Right. So
sorry, is this the helpline or the hemp line? Yeah.
Hello, you're through to your local dealer. How may I help you? I didn't say that. No,
come and fix your
plumbing. He's joking.
Please come and fix your plumbing.
Right.
Anybody got any plumbing issues? Questions? Go on then, let's go.
Have you got any more questions?
Oh, wow.
I'm going to have a quick look through.
We're just seeing if you've got any more questions.
All right. Hit me.
Let's keep going.
I tell you, if you don't mind, just quickly let me hoist something in here. If there's many men that kind of tune into your lives and stuff, the campaign that I'm now an ambassador for has a special, like a particular helpline for men's mental health, which I think is very much overlooked. And I know that I'm a woman, but I understand that men find it harder than women do to open up. So I just wanted to make it a little bit more clear that there's the mental health side of it, but then they also zone in on the men's mental health. So I just wanted to make people aware that Get Fit for Mental Wellness has its own men's mental health correspondence, so that if any men are out there that struggle to talk, there is a helpline there. And if you want to come through me, I'd be more than happy to help people out.
That's wicked. We'll put all the links on the video for anybody.
I'd love that, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll put all the information up on the website about CBD.
I'd love that. I appreciate that a lot.
Right.
We love it.
What we're going to do now is we're going to do the quick fire round.
Let's go.
We're going to ask you 15 questions in 30 seconds.
I wish I never had them Baileys now. Let's go.
So we've got 30 seconds.
All the answers are Izzy.
Izzy what?
Well then.
Right, back. Is the timer ready? Fresh Wave Media.
Right, have we got the timer ready? Big shouts going out to the Wave Media, Fresh Wave Media. You don't know, you know how we bring the flavor.
Let's go.
I want to say
for the timer to come up. We should hopefully see the timer pop up in a second.
Ooh. I'm ready.
Hayley, be careful. Be careful. Be careful.
I'm wearing sports bras these days. I'm in lockdown.
Right.
I got
apologies. The timer's going up.
Right, timer's coming.
Ready?
Timer's ready. Okay. So, can we have 30 seconds on the clock, please?
Hit me. Let's go.
The timer's already started. Okay. All right. We're still having a bit of technical difficulties. We do apologise.
Wait,
right.
You've got two Geordies on the line now. You fucked it.
Right. We're going to go on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Home cooking or takeaway?
Home cooking.
Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Doggy style or missionary?
Doggy.
Weed or alcohol?
Hey?
Weed or alcohol?
Neither.
Bath or shower?
Oh, bath, mate.
Beer or wine?
Beer.
Blonde or brunette?
Brunette.
Love or money?
What's that?
Love or money?
Easy. Love.
Ferrari or Lamborghini?
Neither. Golf.
Go Peru! Hooray!
All right, time's up. Well, let's just get through them. Obama or Trump?
What's that?
Obama or Trump?
Obama all day long.
Breast or bum?
Oh, bum. Booty, baby.
Giver or taker?
Giver. What you saying?
Answer
me.
Or no vaccine?
Kaylee, I was talking to you.
Right,
Love
listen,
you for that.
do this
What was the last
because
one?
I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable.
What was the
All right,
last one?
ladies.
What was the last one?
The last one was, are you a giver or a taker?
I know, I heard you. I just wanted you to repeat it.
Just get you to repeat it.
Well, listen, Nat G, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us.
Oh, mate, thank you for having me. Listen, respect to what you used to do as well. I massively appreciate it, and I know the people will.
Well, we're trying. It's our second show, so we're still trying to put things in the right place, i.e. the
Guys,
time of
anything I can do to help, anytime, anywhere, just let me know. I've got you both.
Fully appreciate that.
Love you.
That's all love.
Love you.
That's all love.